people who start training jiu-jitsu are going to end up quitting before they reach black belt.
Over 90% of people who begin the jiu-jitsu journey never make it to blue belt.
There is an elephant on the mat, and only a few know it. Learning BJJ has to do with more than just physical training, and not many stay long on the mat to know that. A surprising number of white belts don't make it to blue belt. They quit.
He said that he watched a Gracie breakdown video where it said that the attrition rate was 90%. So, people going from white to blue belt, 90% of them fail.
Even though they still watch jiu-jitsu and love the sport, personal goals and challenges on and off the mat have made some white belts quit. What could be so hard that the love of jiu-jitsu wasn't enough to stop white belts from throwing in the towel? One of the primary reasons why many white belts end up quitting is because some schools tend to go a bit too hard right from the start. You see, when beginners are introduced to BJJ, they are often overwhelmed by the physical demands and the intensity of the training sessions. It's important to remember that as white belts, students are still in the early stages of their BJJ training. They should be learning the fundamental techniques, developing their coordination, and getting accustomed to the physicality of the sport.
Early on, we nurture you, right? We bring you up and try to ease you into this process. As you get your footing under you, you start to go harder, right?
However, some schools fail to strike the right balance, which has led to injuries, including one that led to a $46 million lawsuit after a black belt instructor accidentally paralyzed a white belt, all of which could have been avoided.
The best bet altogether is to use much lower risk back take alternatives, of which there are many. Now, I know Mr. Greener had a history of competing as a white belt, but even still, the gap between a white belt and a black belt is massive. And as a result, the safest bet is to use techniques that, even if applied incorrectly, are not going to risk catastrophic injury for the recipient.
Speaking on injuries, these are common adversaries that white belts face on their BJJ journey are injuries.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
The fear of re-injury, or simply the uncertainty of working around an existing injury, can become overwhelming. Once you've recovered physically, there's a mental hurdle to leap. Resuming your BJJ routine can feel like a monumental challenge. Thoughts of falling behind your peers might creep in, sapping your motivation of stepping onto the mat. It's easy to let discouragement hold you back. So, while you might not match your training partners move for move, the journey is uniquely yours. As you ease back into training, avoid pushing yourself too hard.
To deal with injuries, you have to understand that you can't push yourself to a point where you're going to get re-injured. So when I tore my MCL, I wore a knee brace for a full year until my leg was 100%.
One major reason why white belt quitting happens is when you start training and you see seasoned practitioners exhibiting crazy moves on the mat while you're still trying to do a proper back control. First, it could start with admiration for these fellas, and then this could turn into resentment towards yourself. Then, suddenly, a seed of doubt creeps into your mind. Why can't I do that?
That person's been training for only a year and a half. You've been training for 2.5 years. You couldn't hold them down, or they were able to hold you down. They have less experience, but yet they're outperforming you. So then what do you tell yourself? I'm not that good. You start disqualifying yourself.
And there the dangerous path of comparison begins. You no longer feel the need to compete, and you feel all your effort isn't yielding results. So the next thing is to yield. Unlike the structured education system we're familiar with, some BJJ schools' curriculum can lack clear signposts and milestones. This can be chaotic for those who thrive on structure and defined goals.
From day one at the school he trained at, you were rolling on the first day. It was like, hey, Sean, welcome. Go spar with him. And what did it feel like getting into that with no actual foundation to count on?
Chaotic, trying to incorporate the lesson you learned that day, but it's like you're everywhere and there's...
Frustration can seep in when a white belt is trying to piece together different techniques without understanding their context. Keeping it simple should be the first step for white belts.
Got to be as simple as possible. There's highly advanced techniques and then there's slightly advanced. And I think trying to teach those guys real specific types of guard.
A powerful tool to counter this confusion is creating a training journal with the help of the jiu-jitsu coaches. In sections dedicated to different aspects of your training, you can document your progress, techniques, transitions, and even defense strategies. This not only offers clarity, but also transforms your learning process into a repetitive and motivating journey.
Keep a journal, keep a log. It's one of those things that every single practice, you're doing a repetition of something. So one of the things that you should do is keep a log, write down one thing that you did good and one thing that you can do better next time. Progression is non-linear.
As much as we love BJJ, it's no secret that it comes with a price tag. Gym memberships, training gear, and the other G in jiu-jitsu, the gi.
You haven't started training yet, I would advise you to go ahead and get 2 sets of rash guards and 2 sets of gis, just so you can rotate them through, so that you don't have to, like, let's say if you're gonna do a 2 a day, you don't have to like wash and dry the gi really quickly so you have some time, or so that you don't like go back to the gym later on with a stinky gi, right? So
all contribute to the financial commitment. For many white belts, this financial reality can be a deal breaker. Gyms can be costly, with monthly fees ranging from $100 to $400. And let's not forget that the initial investment when you start your first month could set you back $200 to $300. It's not just the monetary burden, it's the stress of budgeting for BJJ, potentially at the cost of other necessities. Financial difficulties might even force you to take breaks from training. Skipping a month can break the rhythm you've established, and so it goes until the desire leaves.
if for some reason you absolutely do not have any money, or you don't have any money, there's no way you can do it, talk to the coaches that are there, man, and see what you can work out. I've had guys over the year that have mopped the mats, clean the gym, and do different things like that to help me out. I've get them odd jobs, do different things like that.
3 to 4 hours a week may not sound like much, but when you're juggling the demands of work, family, and life's numerous responsibilities, those hours can feel very scarce. The commitment BJJ requires can be a challenge, especially as life's other demands come knocking on the door, whether it's family or work. There are ways to not make your BJJ suffer. You might need to adjust your training schedule to sync with your other commitments. Maybe mornings work better for you, or perhaps an evening class suits your schedule. The goal is to make jiu-jitsu a priority. The countless roles and constant push to improve all are part of the demanding stress that comes with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Burnout can lead to missed classes, injuries, and a sense of hopelessness. Your body screams for respite, your mind for solace. And as your motivation wanes, you might find yourself tapping out, not just on the mat, but in your mind too. To beat this giant, first remember that Rome wasn't built in a day.
The story of ancient Rome is a story of evolution.
And your BJJ technique won't either. The path to mastery is paved with incremental steps. Don't be afraid to pace yourself. It's okay to start slow. Committing to 2 classes a week can be your sanctuary, and when you're ready, add that 3rd class, like a cautious explorer venturing into uncharted territory. Just as a plant needs time to bloom, your body needs time to recover.
If you're training, make sure you get 8 hours of sleep. Respect your body's needs for recovery. I really went overboard, personally.
Don't shy away from self-care. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. Treat yourself like a prized racehorse. Nurture and rest are the keys to longevity. Learning a new skill at the beginning can be very difficult. From afar, it would seem like a scale through, but when you are in there and you face these challenges, they can be daunting, but they're not insurmountable. Without the right mindset and a sense of purpose, different excuses will become valid and ultimately play a role in your quitting. Every belt level has its obstacles. Embrace the process and treat each setback as a stepping stone to growth. Keep rolling, keep learning, and keep embracing the beautiful struggle that is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.